back to Minecraft, and today is another video where I showcase most of the changes to my railway. Now I want to point out there's a lot of changes currently, and basically the platform screen doors are lagging again, so we won't ride the trains, else we will have troubles taking the trains. But they're fine at least. And now we are lagging as hell again. Okay, apart from the problems, there we go. Okay, so most of my changes that we'll be talking about is the mini drift park, which I built for some nerds who want to learn the experience of drifting for their first time. And along with that, do you remember my Acela Express? Okay, so the Acela Express service is having troubles being blocked up by the metro liners. So my idea is to build a express site. So what I originally did is I wanted to make a path for the trains, for the Acela Express to cut their running times from the metro liners. However, because the trains are so dumb, even if I use those cable connectors, they won't essentially work properly. So the solution is to build another station on top of it. Now, of course, the Acela Express doesn't usually do non-stop until 2019. So that's what I go ahead with. We built two brand new platform stations at Lake Area, which sort of connect to Wood Hill, sort of, not really. And along with Wood Hill, there are I built a bunch of supports to hold up the railway. Just kidding, it didn't crash. Along with that, we have this high-speed rail system, which helps the Acela Express don't get in the way with the metro liners. There we go again. Yeah, this is why I'm going to stop doing Minecraft. Just kidding, I won't stop doing Minecraft ever. And it happens again. Oh, there it goes. Bye. Up. Turn around. At least turn around. Oh, no. Oh, we did a 360. There it goes back. Okay, so we are now on our way to Eastville bus interchange. Looks like the chunks are not loading up properly. But while doing that, I can already see that there is a metro liner waiting at the station. And we're glitched out and we are moved to the side. But I can already see where is the tracks to the bus interchange. Oh, there's a tram right there right now. And for some reason, this isn't loading up, including the maps. I mean the stations and stuff. Meanwhile, the Acela Express is sitting there. Can I loosen the graphics?
Here's an example of an email I wrote at work. With just a few
clicks,
Grammarly helps me reword my sentences so that they're crisper. Split that run-on sentence into two. I I can stay efficient while sounding clear every
Okay.
time. This is so
Now
much
it's broken.
And
There we
of
go.
course,
Graphics.
errors and typos, which
There's only two. Fast or fancy.
writing is a big part of my
Fast.
role.
We'll do that
Once
for
you
now
feel
because
confident, I'm doing it well.
clouds.
If you don't have it, you're missing out.
Ow.
It's free. Go download it right now.
Ah, okay. Okay. Now, because of how bad the graphics are, there's only two settings, which is oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so oh, okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay. All right. Anyway, apart from that, remember in the last video we tried these blocks, one for the Acela and one for the Metro line. That one for arriving at Eastville bus interchange is for the Acela Express, and the other one for the Metro line. Cool, right? Nice. Yeah, it is. Alright, we'll go this way for now until we freeze. And back on the other direction, while the Sunshine Line is having problems, you can see that the Metro Liner and South Lines are really in good operation as we are passing by Wood Hill train station. And we are now back at lake area. Which is also fascinating. Not to mention Island Station with one of the Acela Express at platform 3. And meanwhile, since it's very laggy, there's actually some problems. Can I set down video settings? No, set to auto. No. Going to destroy some of these. The site. That means mission 3.
Interchange station for the light rail.
A second. Apart from that, but everything else is working. So, in the previous video, I said that there are 2 brand new villages that we discovered, and it's right here and right here. Now, another time we will do a service towards the village, and my plan is to extend the Metro Liner service to this village, and then this place to, and then Ham Street Road to where this place is. But plans change, and instead we're going to somehow divert the Sunshine Line from Ham Street Road. When we turn around and follow the same route, instead of going over that same bridge that leads it to Sasnokyo, where the 2022 thing is, and where Sasnokyo or Yoti station is, it will head to this village and then heads back to Sasnokyo or Yoti station on the line, which is named on the line. And while they are doing that, the second line will go to this village instead. Now we already did it to Eastville. However, we converted most of Eastville to run the Eastville bus services from this place. I forgot the name. Is to Eastville bus interchange, which is really dandy. At least. The next thing I want to talk about is this on the UI. That's right. My boats are replaced by these cars, and they're known as the Ice Boat Racing Initial Detection Resource Pack, which replace the old boats with these cool cars. Now there's a small selection of these vehicles, not only the A86, there is Fyosuke Takahashi with the FD, and Ryosuke and Keisuke with their RX-7s, Shingo with his EG6, which is the red boat, and then the R32 and a Subaru Impreza. Now remember, the R32 is the black car and the blue one is the Impreza. Easy to know. I recently watched a video called A Trip to the FST Museum. It's hard to replicate it because it actually used the mod used automated trains, which in my opinion does not work for doing a museum. This is why I created the Minecraft Railroad, known as the Singapore Minecraft Railroad. The story is that I built this as a heritage route with preserved trains of the early days and current days of the Minecraft MTR. And luckily in this mod there's a bunch of crazy ass real life counterpart trains, and I will use in the last episode I always use the Asana Express train booth to show you all of these trains. Thanks to my newer version of the MTR Operation mod pack, I have more versions or models of the particular train, and I will do a rundown, but not with their different configurations. Okay, so first one is the SP 1900s, and they are run on the KCR alongside the MLR. Next up is the TMLC train, which is identical to the SP 1900s, but they run on the C train service. Next up, the M train. They are mainly used on the typical Central Line service or something else, alongside the K train or other train services. Next up, the MLR train. It runs on the KCR, otherwise on the service systems, the line's name, Eastville line. And yeah, okay, next one. Next up, the KCR E44 Yellowhead. It is known to be the very first train of MTR, and because it's known as KCR E44, it must be used on the East Rail Line or another type of service. The next train is the one and only K train that is identical to the M train, but a bit more modern than it was. Alongside, and is mainly found on the Tongcheng line, otherwise known as the K train Tongcheng line. Another version of K train, which is very fictional, is known as Airport Express. Now, the Airport Express K train is very fictional, just like what I said. Anyways, next stop, the C train. The C train is just a normal modern train that also runs along with the TML C train. Next up, the CAF Tongcheng line, otherwise known as the A train TCL. Now, nothing much, it just runs along with the K train Tongcheng line. Finally, on the regional services of the whole network is the CAF Airport Express. Airport Express is also known as the A train or the A train Airport Express. Next up is the light rails. Now, there's a lot of versions which I can run down. Phase 1, refurbished. Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, and then Phase 5, and then light rail Phase 1 refurbished again, but then this time in the original blue livery from KCR. Light rail Phase 4, again blue livery, and light rail Phase 5 blue livery, along with another set of Phase 1 either unrefurbished or refurbished in the classical orange livery. Next up, the other trains alongside my custom resources example made by our man Jonathan. Now, first let's start from the first train. So the first train of the last few will be the London Underground 1995 stock. Is one of the trains that runs on the tube, mainly on the Northern Line. Yeah. Next up is the R179 New York City subway. Now, there's two versions of it, the normal one and the mini. And finally, the minecart, which is just a typical minecart that follows the same layout or tracks. And then my custom SB1900 train. Now, even though by the identification color is pink for no reason, actually this is just a black and white custom SB1900 East Rail Line train, which is made by Jonathan, who uses it as a template to give a tutorial on how to make your own custom resources. Now, by the way, even though I follow the tutorial straight on towards the end of what he teaches us with how to make our custom resources, it didn't end well. And it's not to blame Jonathan Ho, but it's just I want to talk about it. Now, basically, I wanted the A train Tongcheng line, the CAF Tongcheng line, to have an easy identification on which is running the Metroliner and which is running the SR Express. However, I don't have any other nice looking custom resource texture packs for these trains, so I decided that my idea is to do it on my own. However, the problem is, even though the JSON script is validated, if for some reason this thing got muted. I don't know. Anyway, apart from that, I finally went with the backup of that after that typical failure. And will I get copyright if I did that? Okay, anyway. So the plan B is to replace the trains with K trains instead of the A trains, and then we keep the A trains on the Tuangjing line for the SLR Express. That worked. However, we currently have 2 trains, which means of lack of service. They currently try to do the SLR non-stop. However, due to the Metroliners blocking their way, because they had to stop at all of the stations, they ended up having to cause confusion and delay. And that is when I went rogue. I decided that we should make a special extension from Island Station all the way to Eastville bus interchange, so the SLR Express won't get blocked by the Metroliners. However, that didn't help, and I had to make another station, and that's when the SLR Express non-stop in Minecraft comes to an end. So with that, the SLR Express will stop at lake area. Now, I really wanted this texture pack that badly. However, Chowdy did not have the link to the texture pack. Even though I saw Chowdy's Minecraft map, I won't be able to see it. The link to the texture pack. So basically, this also will help with my trains. Meanwhile, what's this? Little Chow? For some reason, he made this second video. Oh wait, Kirby dies. I want to show. Play on loop. Good stuff, yeah. Anyway, now about the custom resources. Now I sort of wasn't able to find a lot of colors. True. But I was able to find that somebody on Planet Minecraft decided to sharpen up the original styles of the resources. Yeah, but I don't know much about it. Wait, am I running on version 7.0 of this mod? Pretty am. Yeah, I think so. And Chrome died. Not really. Okay. Anyway. I would rather recommend getting OpenView, but then even though I can install OpenView, I don't know how to use it. So whenever I went on the internet to find a model and a map, it still doesn't work, and that sucks. And I gave up on OpenView, but then I kept it there because of reasons, and because I want to look like I'm a average real fan. No, we would get copyright. Now I do want to get trains. You know that very bad damn ass train simulator. Mainly because I want to do something like Amtrak related more easily, or something else. Not only that, I can make my own versions of the trains. However, back in the day when trains is very new, they have some sort of paint shop game, which will help me more easily than I thought. But no, I can't. So that's why I ended up like having to do one of these. Yeah, it sort of did. Um, you know what? For the remainder of the time, I am going to leave you all with train spotting. Yeah, we're going to do that. But give me a moment. We're currently on the Metroliner area. Alright, we'll do it here. That is in all of its glory. An AA6. Nicely done. Getting that damn mess. We're gonna chase after these damn trains. Yeah, man. Man. No, just do it. You can go. And, oh. Wait, I need to catch the train. Wait for me. Wait for me. Stop the train. Stop the train. Stop the train. those trains back during the retention on the Sunshine Route. By the way, you might be wondering that weird thing over there. Well, apparently, I made that so that it can have a bracing, like Arcteryx or something. Okay, so the video ends here, which is sad, to say the least, because it's so laggy for me to build, and plus we're starting to do construction on the train system. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update video. Goodbye.